So in continuing with this healthy meal choices that I've committed to during this Ramadan, disaster struck today, and it was a huge disaster. But regardless, I was not going to let a huge disaster such as that truncate my commitment to this journey. So today I decided to go back local again. Those that have followed this journey will know that I'm a local traditional girl at heart. I love traditional. I've traveled far and wide, but I really love my traditional local Hausa, Nigerian, Yoruba, Igbo food. So today I went very, very local. I came back to the north. I went for Masa. But I'll talk about Masa in a little while, and I'll tell you about the disaster that struck. Now, a couple of days ago, I think I did mention, for those who have followed my video, I mentioned the fact that I had invested in buying juicers and blenders because I was on this green journey, and because I had wanted to kind of learn how to take green juice and kind of endeared green juice to myself. What I did was I invested in buying a blender specifically for making green juice. So in my mind, I have a blender for making green juice, I got another blender for making milkshakes, and I have another one for making juices. It's just a way that I've compartmentalized these issues in my head so that I don't kind of I don't kind of step back. It's just a mental way that I do things. And so I have my blender for making my green juice. So as I came this evening, just about to make my green juice, just in preparation for iftar, I put in my celery, I put in my spinach, I put in my kale. It started blending, and all of a sudden, it started making a funny noise, and it stopped. My blender had gone kaput, and it was actually a new blender that I had bought. But I think in my excitement of making green juice over this Ramadan, I probably exhausted it. So, it went kaput. So I wasn't able to have green juice. And I was just horrified. I said, you're on this green juice diet and you're about to break your fast. You're looking forward to making this green juice and having it. And the blender has gone. What are you going to do? So what did I do? I went back to plan B. While I don't have my green juice, I went back to good old iced tea. Now, I've made iced tea just to substitute for the fact that I don't have green juice. Iced tea is another drink that I've liked. I fell in love with iced tea a long time ago when I was very young. I'm not a tea person at all. I'm not someone who likes taking very hot beverages. I like my drinks really, really cold to an extreme. So tea has never really been my thing. My mom, most of the people in my family seem to like tea, and even some of my sisters that have not liked tea before, the older we grow, they seem to kind of, like to take tea. But I don't like to take tea. So a long time ago, whenever I see people around me taking tea, and then I heard about iced tea, I started experimenting with making iced tea. And it was something that I really like. It's something also that is very, very healthy. It's something that you can take. It's, you do have all the benefits. If there are any benefits that come with tea, you still have it with iced tea. And, you can make it into the flavors that you want. So here I've made a special iced tea, even though it's an SOS iced tea, but it's special. And I know that I'm really, really going to enjoy this. So what it is, this iced tea, I made it from, the flavored teas that people have. So I have one of these flavored teas. I've got strawberry and chamomile. So what I did, I brewed the strawberry and chamomile tea. Then I put it into the fridge or into the freezer because it was getting very close to iftar and I needed it to be really, really cold. So I brewed it and then I put it into the freezer. When it cooled down, I brought it out. Most people I know now make their iced tea using alcohol, but because I don't take alcohol, we don't take alcohol. So I substitute anything that is made with alcohol. I don't deny myself having things that are made with alcohol, but instead of making it with alcohol, I find substitutes to use with that. So with this, what I did was I had some apple juice, I had some grape juice, I had some non-alcoholic wine, which is essentially grape juice. So I put all that together with my brewed tea. I bought a little bit of lemon juice, I put that in there. I had some honey water, I put that in there as well. And then I put some ice, and I've got my sliced lemons, lemon circles, if you will. And I've got that there with my iced tea, and I'm sure that tastes absolutely lovely because I can even smell it. I can smell the chamomile, I can smell the strawberry. I know I've got honey in there, I've got a bit of lemon juice, I've got grape juice, I've got apple juice, and this is going to be my substitute for my lack of green juice. Now, I hope I can get a good blender tomorrow, because tomorrow is a Sunday. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. I'm not just going to go and get any blender. I want one that is going to be fit and able to take on my love of green juice now. So I hope I will be able to get one. Otherwise, I may have to go without green juice tomorrow again. Alternatively, I know there are very many places where I can buy green juice, and I know some of my sisters also make green juice. My little sister makes really fantastic green juice, so I can ask her to make it for me. But now, because I've made green juice and I really enjoy the one that I've been making, I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to kind of settle with green juice just made by someone else. I'd want to know what went in there, what is the consistency of all the ingredients. So I'm not sure about whether I will be able to have green juice tomorrow. If I'm able to get a good blender, or if I'm able to kind of talk myself into getting green juice either from my sister or buying green juice somewhere else at a nice, I've spoken about the cafe just next door. They make really good green juice as well. But I'm not sure that I'm not sure mentally that I'm ready for that. If I am, I will have green juice tomorrow. If I'm not, then I'll make iced tea again and probably go for a different flavor, make a brew from different flavors. So this is my substitute for green juice. Of course, I've got my sparkling water, which I cannot run out of sparkling water. This one is a no-no. So today I spoke earlier on about going back very traditional, and what I meant by that is going very Hausa traditional. This is masa. I know masa is one of the dishes that a lot of even non-Hausa people, non-northern Hausa or Fulani people really enjoy. It's one of those. It's a really beautiful, lovely dish. It's made essentially from rice. But you can make masa in different ways. I mean, because I've lived in the UK for so long, masa is one of those things. While in Nigeria, you either have someone make it for you, or you send people to go and buy it for you. So in Nigeria, you kind of become lazy about learning how to make something like masa, because if you maybe send someone, you can buy it. But having stayed in the UK for so long, I had to learn. I just made myself learn how to make masa, because it was one of those things I was not willing to go for a long time without having. So I'm able to make my own masa, albeit I didn't make this masa myself, but I have my two masas here, which I hope to enjoy. Now, masa, depending on the part of northern Nigeria you buy or you eat the masa from, people have it with different things. I know that masa is a very, very popular food in Bauchi State. And apparently the masa that they make in Bauchi State is better than the masa that they make anywhere else. In Bauchi State, I find that they like to take their masa with pepper soup. Yeah, pepper soup, a little like a broth, maybe pepper soup, normally chicken pepper soup. In other places like Adamawa, they also take masa as well. The Fulani Hausa or Fulani people in Adamawa take masa as well. So they take it, I think, with soup as well. And I think, like us from Katsina State, they also like to take it, and in Kano State as well, and most other parts of the northern Nigeria, people like to take masa with a soup called taushe. It's a traditional Hausa soup made from spinach and pumpkin. Now, if I may say so myself, I learned how to make toche from my mom. Toche is an adorably gorgeous soup. It is one of the best. It's one of the best dishes that you can have from northern Nigeria. It's made with pumpkin and spinach, and it's like, of course, beef. Some people make it with chicken, even though from where I come from in Katsina State, we don't really make it much with chicken. We prefer to make it with beef, and then, but more than even making it with beef, we like making it with bone. But the bone that we use, not just ordinary bone, it's within, when you go to the meat market and you're buying your beef, you ask for specifically brisket bone. And brisket bone is this bone where that is easy once cooked. You're able to kind of bite into it, and you're able to kind of suck out all the flavors and the juicy, all the juicy goodness within it. So, normally we make toche with that brisket bone. That's what I enjoy to make my toche with. I usually have a bit of beef because, of course, we want the taste of the stock from the beef. But then that brisket bone is what makes up most of maybe the protein that is inside that soup. Now, I didn't make this particular toche. This toche was made for me by an auntie. She doesn't make it in the same way that I make my own toche. This toche, it does not look at all like the one that I make. If I was to make toche, you'd see a lot more orange. There would be a lot more pumpkin, and the spinach would be a lot more green. But I wanted to eat my masa with this toche that my auntie makes today, because she makes it with peanut. Yeah, she makes it with peanut. I don't know how to make toche with peanut, but I really, really enjoy it. I love, the taste of that peanut, the crunchy taste of that peanut with that spinach and bone. Most of what I have here is actually brisket bone. It's not really beef, but it is. I've got a lot of peanuts in here. There's a bit of spinach, as you can see in there. I will probably sometime in future maybe demonstrate how I cook my own toche. I mean, I can't say enough about how lovely toche is. And what I find is, because my daughter is half from Kano, I mean, I'm from Katsina, but she's half Katsina and she's half from Kano. And she's grown up most of her life in the UK. But when she sees toche, I tell you, she gobbles it all down. And what I've noticed is most people from Kano love toche. That's their favorite. The way that we in Katsina love tuwomi and kuka, that's or danwake. I've noticed that most people that come, most of the Hausa people or Hausa Fulani, or just most of the people that come from Kano love toche. And I think with my daughter, maybe that Kano blood that she has in her is what makes her, gravitate towards toche when she sees it. Like, when you're cooking toche and you're actually cooking it, my daughter will be coming into the kitchen. Mommy, are you finished? Are you finished? Are you finished? And, she's learned how to cook it herself now. So I'm going to really enjoy this. This is going to make up my iftar. This is all that I'm going to take for iftar, which is going to be my two masas, my toche with a lot of this brisket bone that you see here, my really cold iced tea, and my sparkling water. Now for iftar, what I've gone for is fruit salad. But this is it's just a two-way fruit salad. It's just mango and strawberries. I love mango and I love strawberries. So what I did was I got some strawberries. I got some strawberries. I kind of made a strawberry syrup from its own natural juices. And then I cut up my mangoes, made a mango syrup. And then I put the two together and put some of the syrup on top. This is the syrup, the natural syrup from both the strawberries and the mangoes. I'm really going to enjoy this. I didn't feel that I needed anything on top of it because mangoes are sweet and the strawberries that I've got are quite sweet. So I didn't really need any cream or any milk or condensed milk or anything that really there was nothing, you can't really add more to this. This is absolutely beautiful on its own. So this is going to be the same one that I'm going to take for Suhoor. I'll put it back into the fridge so that it's nice and cold. So together with that for Suhoor, what I've got here is soya milk. And I'm not a big fan of soya milk. I know it's very, very healthy, and it's something that I've tried to substitute. Instead of taking ordinary milk, I try over the years to kind of substitute it with soya milk. And, I'm trying really hard to do it, even though it's not a taste that I like, because I find that soya milk is the taste is kind of very sweet. I don't like that sweet taste. I just feel it's so unnatural for it to be that sweet. So I've got soya milk here, and what I've done is I put some vanilla extract inside it. So I put that in there just for it to have some of that vanilla taste. So I'm going to have, this for Suhoor, and this is going to be my iftar. Now, I'm really going to miss that green juice, but I tell you, the fact that I've got this iced tea, really cold iced tea, I think the ice is melting now, so I have to get to it, and the fact that I've got toshe and my auntie's beautiful toshe with beans and masa, all right, I'll manage, I think, even without the green juice. So I'm going to leave you, and I hope that you have a happy iftar today, and I'm going to go and enjoy my nice traditional masa and toshe for my iftar, and happy iftar to everyone. Hope to see you again as I continue with this journey.